Hey there, thanks for checking back. I'm really excited about what I'm about to talk to you about today because it's something that I've been hearing a lot from you and I want to address it. But before I do that, I don't want to forget to thank you. I've been putting out these videos, I've been taking my time trying to make sure that I'm reaching out, and it feels so good to know that you're there listening. And I'm so proud of all of you for reaching out, for communicating, for sharing successes and failures and worries, and I love it. I'm so excited. Our community is growing and we're getting more support from each other and we're learning from each other. I'm learning from you. How can I do what I do better? You're teaching me things that work and what doesn't work, and you're teaching each other. And I'm so thankful. So thanks for checking in and thanks for commenting and following and everything. And keep at it. And I'll keep putting out new information. I'll try to always answer all your questions. And if something that I've done you don't feel quite addresses it, speak up. Let me know. I love hearing about it. So thanks again. I'm so proud of you for all that you do. And we'll keep working together. But like I said, I'm really excited about today's topic. And today I want to give you just a couple tips and helpful hints about how to deal with anxiety. I know it comes on really quickly and it can stay all day. Ugh, right? We start thinking about what's coming up, what we might have to do, who's expecting us to meet this requirement or be perfect at this, and it's stressful. And anxiety it's always there, right? So what do? Well, the first tip obviously is something that I always tell you: journal about it. It's good to know, and it helps me even to know what really causes my anxiety. What's the trigger, right? We talk about triggers for binging and purging and things like that. What triggers our emotions? Because that usually leads to the behaviors later, right? So if we can go backwards, what caused that before it? What was the emotion giving that trigger the energy, right? What caused the anxiety? So as we journal about it, it'll be easier when you look back. You're like, oh, that day I went and saw my mom. She's really judgmental. Or I went and saw that toxic friend of mine. Sucked all the energy out of me. I felt horrible the rest of the day. Those are things we kind of want to gather. We're like little information gatherers, because otherwise we're just looking at the behaviors and people are thinking, why can't you just get better? Why can't you just stop? But it's not like that, right? If it was so easy, that's ridiculous. So the second tip, so we've got journaling. I know I talk about that a lot, sorry. The second tip is breathing exercises. Now there's two that I usually give to clients that see me. One is something you can do, it's the most favorite, I guess. It's like the favored version because you can do it anywhere. If I'm standing in line waiting to check out at a store, or if I'm riding the bus, or even if I'm in my car, I call it 4x4 breathing or equal breathing. So how it works is I breathe in for 4 seconds. I'm not talking anxiety for 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not going to really help what we're trying to stop from happening. I'm talking 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Remember when you're kids and everybody always used that? That's kind of the counting I'm talking about. Then we hold at the top for just a brief second. We breathe out for 4 seconds. That's why it's 4x4. In for 4, out for 4. Got it? And you do that 10 times. Now the thing that's great about that is that you're too busy counting to even be able to think about anything else. So the anxiety is most likely going to go down. Okay, so we've tried that. We do 4x4, 10 times. Something you can do on your own when you have a minute. Let's say you sneak away because it's a little anxiety provoking and we step away, we remove ourselves from the situation. I'd call it's like weird nasal breathing. That's just what I'll call it, because people think it's really awkward and we're uncomfortable and it's really weird. But they do it in yoga a lot, and it's shown to cleanse our body of old air better and to bring in new air better. So we breathe in through this nostril, right? I'm blocking this, breathing in here. I release, I plug this one, I breathe out there, right? It's a little more complicated, but I think the reason that it works is because my brain's too busy wondering, did I breathe in that or out there? Which finger? We can't really think about everything else. But you do that 10 times as well. So we go in, out, right? You get it. And let me know if those work. Those are just 2 breathing exercises among a lot of others that I have. So give me some feedback. Maybe the nose one works a lot for you guys, or it doesn't work at all. And the last tip that I have, just along, so we have journaling, we have breathing exercises. Now we have music. Now, music can be so influential. I know it is for me. If I'm listening to like a brand new Rihanna song or some upbeat new song that's out, I can get really jazzed about where I'm going. Like I know if I'm meeting some girlfriends and we're going out, I'm gonna listen to that music so that I'm all excited. I got energy. I'm ready to go, right? But if I'm really anxious, let's say I'm heading to a really stressful interview or I have to meet with somebody that I don't really want to meet with, but I couldn't find a way of getting out of it, I listen to calm music. One of my favorites right now is Joshua Radin. I know he's been out for a long time. You guys have probably heard some of his music. He's very relaxing. They call it like folk music, I think, or something. Whisper folk is what they call it. So it's like very soothing music. And I plan on putting some lists up on my website. So keep checking back because I'm going to put together a motivational music list as well as a relaxation or non-anxiety music list. So that gives you just some tips on things that work for me. They might work for you, they might not, but comment, let me know. Hey, this song really helps me calm down. I've been listening to it for a couple months because if you're anything like me, I listen to it until I can't even think of listening to it anymore. I almost listen, like over listen. So those are just some tips on how we can help better manage. And like I always say, comment below. Tell me it's horrible, tell me it's great, tell me what works for you, what doesn't, what maybe worked for a friend of yours that she told you about. Any of that feedback is great because we're here to help each other, right? We're wanting to create this community of honesty, non-judgmental comments and experiences. Let's just be ourselves, find out what works. And don't forget to subscribe too, because then when I respond to questions, because I always try to take your questions and comments into consideration, if there's something I feel is good to get out there, I'll put out another video and then you'll know about it. So let's keep checking back. Let's keep taking one step, putting one foot in front of the other, to a healthy mind and a healthy body.